You may remember my review of the Canyon Endurace CFSL 8. Well, here we go. Here we have the Ultimate CFSL 7 SRAM rival E-Tab equipped. Now this of course is more of a race kind of bike. Endurace of course more kind of endurance and even gravel maybe bike. And the Ultimate CFSL you really find on the racing bikes. So this is more aimed at ambitious riders or let's say sportive riders on the road. Equipped with SRAM rival E-Tab, only the brake hoses showing. That's pretty clean. We also have the H36 combined stem and handlebar from Canyon, round seat post 27.2, and it comes with those DT Swiss P1800 spline. P stands most likely for performance, and it's really quite a nice. I'm not really a huge fan of red, but this red is quite nice. Hard to describe what kind of red it is. If you have any idea, let me know in the comment section below. And now what's interesting of course is the E-Tab. SRAM has released of course a third E-Tab group set. E-Tab, which stands of course for wireless. It is a wireless group set which has the front derailleur right here, and then battery unclips just like this. Pretty easy. Same battery in the rear, which is one really great plus of SRAM group sets. I really dig this feature. That's really great. You have to pair those to the levers, but the pair up process is pretty easy. Also the new levers, they look pretty sleek in my opinion. They have a really great feeling to them. You can grab them well even up here if you're climbing. Also with the brakes in general with SRAM, with the later versions I have had really great experiences. The bleeding processes are pretty straightforward and you get always a nice pressure point. What's also cool is this rival flat top chain that comes with the group set. Despite being the cheapest of the three, it's still this flat top chain, which they claim has more lateral stability to it, and it also just looks pretty cool, I believe, even if looks of course don't add to the performance. Chainring wise, we have a 4835, and this is of course a 2x12 speed group set, if I didn't mention it. And what's pretty amazing is of course the integrated power meter that you get, because at 3,600 Swiss francs, it is now to be described as a beginner's bike. And if a beginner who is of course just starting out, a power meter can be a huge asset to his training and really make him fitter sustainably. We have Continental GP 5000 in a 28mm width, comes with an inner tube, so not tubeless, but the rims are of course tubeless ready as always with DT Swiss, which is pretty great. And then we don't have the ratchet free hub of course because it is more expensive. We have 3 moving parts that engage not as many times as the ratchet maybe, but at some point you have to cut costs, right? Then we have the bar tape, which is the classic Canyon bar tape. Of course that's personal preference. In the beginning it's pretty tacky, nice grip, nice feeling, which will of course make you feel pretty secure, but it can wash out or dry out in the sun pretty quickly, which is of course a bit of a bummer. Comes stock with a 160 rotor in the front and also 160 in the rear, so plenty of braking power. Let's check out the tire clearance, and I say it's looking pretty well. This is 28 with an inner tube, which hasn't grown a lot yet, but will maybe in the future. Look at this, you can put a 30, even a 32 in easily, which is really great because you can do grand fondos with pretty bad roads, and this will really add to the comfort for all of your relations and bones and body in general. Of course it will fatigue you less than a 25 with an inner tube pumped up to 8 bars. This is a size S and really, well, just the usual Canyon style and design, which is pretty sleek in my opinion. I mean, look at the forks. This is really beautifully done, I believe. Pretty minimalistic, lightweight looking fork. Quite a hefty down tube. And then of course the seat stays again pretty slim and the chain stays a bit fatter. Through axles are standard with disc row day. This is 12 by 100 in front and 12 by 142 in the rear. Bottom bracket is gonna be press fit as almost always with Canyon. So for the money that you spend, I believe you get a pretty great deal. Now let's also check out the weight, because that's always interesting, and that's quite the weight, 8.395. However, at this price point with those components, you should be ready for this kind of weight, so that doesn't determine how fast you're going on the road. Otherwise, this is a really nicely equipped bike in my opinion. Those will hold pretty long. Also, the tire is a great one that they put on stock with this bike. Canyon Ultimate CFSL 7. Thank you for checking out this review. If you have any questions, you'll know where to leave them, and I'll see you in the next one.